Circuit.
Hey friends, how you doing? And welcome to the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of car news, fanking, conspiracies. We are telling you about this first because we always do, and you are our special friends, all 38 of you.
Yes.
The main channel is going to find out about this soon, and everyone else is going to find out about it soon. We have
You are first, however.
brand new,
As always.
limited time only. Of course, you know what's coming. The most iconic cars in Mighty Car Mods history do get immortalised.
That's right.
And
This is in the top 2.
look at that, people. That is
Looks so good.
the Mighty Car Mods Mark III Golf. So again, an image that's done by a friend Justami and our mate Garth have put that together. We will individually autograph this and send it to you anywhere in the world. Strictly limited time only. These are approximately, depending on your conversion rate, $30 US, depending on which country you're from, slightly different. They do end up going for sometimes thousands of dollars on the internet. We understand that some of you have got good collections that are quite large. Some of you are just starting. They are available right now. And unlike some of the other posters that we've done that have been going throughout a build series, they will be available for a much shorter time than usual. So if you want one, grab one now, start your collection or add it to yours. We will individually autograph it. We will ship it up to you, send it to you anywhere in the world. They're available right now.
And that car is one of the most popular videos we've ever done.
Yeah, I think it's due to hit 10 million views soon on that particular episode.
For an old rusty Golf that we just messed with in the driveway and then drove around, and then I got pulled over and defected.
That was a good day.
Let that be a lesson.
Defected again. We've got an absolutely massive show this time. Also, if you're in Sydney, Drift Night, 20th of October, that's today. So get on it. That is happening. We've got the Hilux finale coming out. Martin thought it might be a good idea to bring down one of his turbo vehicles and compete with the Hilux. And what eventuated was most excellent. That'll be out on the main channel probably in the next 24 to 48 hours.
Yep.
And Martin, we went overseas.
We did.
For a driving adventure.
Never been before.
A country we've never been, driving a car that we've never driven before. And you know, there's a bunch of videos out on the internet of like, I'm a professional boxer and I snuck into a local boxing gym. I kind of don't love those kinds of videos where then that person like beats up the coach. I was a professional all the way along, because it seems a bit like, whatever. But with car driving, I think it's possibly okay. We snuck in a professional into our team and we went overseas and competed. You will see that very soon on the main channel. Martin, we got a massive show. We also have some fanking. We're talking about some AI slop. And a significant complaint has come in this week as well.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was feeling a bit crummy about. And then I thought, I'm just going to read it out. I'll read it out to when we get to fanking, I'll get to that.
Fantastic.
You got a conspiracy for us?
I have one of the biggest lid-blowing conspiracies that has ever been, which we will get to. But this is a very important and thorough car journalistic experience.
Yes.
This show.
Yes.
So I feel like it's important we get into the news. We're also doing car window shopping this week, which is some of the best stuff I've ever seen.
How was your weekend, Martin?
It was good. I went fishing.
Oh, wow. Already. I can tell you, Martin absolutely did not go...
Just so you're all seeing the same thing.
Whose boat is that?
Literally 24 hours. Exactly 24 hours ago. That's me. Fishing
Let me see the date.
on my freaking boat.
Let me see the date.
19th of October, 2025. Sorry, 11:03 a.m.
Can't you get apps that change?
Photo-
That was less than 24 hours
Photo,
ago.
116,585 out of 116,597.
Whose boat is that? Just be honest
That's
about
my
that.
boat. Four Winds, H180. Awesome. Made in Michigan. Shout out to anyone who's watching from Michigan. You guys make a metric crap ton of boats up there, because you've got Lake Michigan and all our little boats, which is mine's just a runabout with a V6 in the back of it, and it was made there.
Hey, Martin.
It was made for it's got a little plaque on it, because I bought it secondhand. Of course, I'm not buying a new boat.
You notice when people are full of shit, they talk heaps? They won't answer simple questions.
Did you just summarise yourself then?
Yeah. Martin, I want quick fire, simple questions. What did you tow it with?
The Amarok.
What kind of hitch have you got on it?
A normal standard ball hitch.
Yeah.
It's a single axle, because the boat is just light enough that you can put on a single axle trailer.
Too much
Galvanised
information.
trailer.
Who owns the fishing rod?
Me. I have two fishing rods. I have a blue one
No,
in the
you
back of the WRX, and this is my other one.
Rod,
it is. That's my other fishing
What's
rod.
the fishing rod? Is it?
I don't know. It's just
You
one
don't
I got
know?
from a servo.
Oh, it's like, what kind of guitar have you got? I don't know.
Yeah, because no one cares if it's just a cheap thing.
And what kind of fishing were you doing?
I was looking for brim actually at that point, around the structure, because the structure is the best place to find fish.
How many fish did you catch?
0.
Did you get any nibbles?
I did see pufferfish though.
Did you get any nibbles?
Little pufferfish nibbled at my lure.
What kind of bait were you using?
I was using a lure, not bait.
Don't you need bait for brim?
Probably, but that I was hoping to get a brim because they're like a nice neat fish.
So I'll tell you what actually happened. So Martin went out on someone else's boat.
My boat.
And then quickly goes, "Can I borrow your festy ugly sunnies?"
No, that's because they're my fishing sunnies.
And then, "Can I borrow your fishing rod?"
They're my fishing
And then,
sunnies.
"Can I sit in the seat?" That's the kind of photo that kids used to get when they're on an aeroplane and they go, "Can I pretend I'm the pilot?" And they sit there and they hold the thing.
That's me driving.
That's not your boat, dude.
That's in Parramatta River, dude.
That's not your boat, though.
H180 Horizon, 4 winds. Bought a couple of years ago. Such a good boat.
I know
Such
you've got a
good
boat, but that's not your boat.
Oh, come on, dude.
That's not your boat. You've got a boat, but it's not that boat.
All right, whatever. We're going to go into the car news because that's actually what you guys are here for, to be informed, learned and educated.
Let's just get some water real quick. Your boat looks good.
My what?
Your boat.
Tossing up between a H180 and a H190. The 190s are just that little bit longer and you can't fit in like a standard parking space, so like you can't just back it in and then disconnect your car and go, which is really useful actually when you have a boat. But a H190 is a particularly nice boat, and I missed out on one because I was in Melbourne. I rang the person when I was looking for a boat. I'm like, "Can I come get this thing?" And they're like, "Oh, you know, sometimes sellers are real vague. Yeah, you can buy it. Oh, cool. I'll come down tomorrow."
Are you talking about
and
boats?
Then, I bought my boat. I'll come down tomorrow.
Are we in the
and
news
then,
yet?
No, this is the in-between bit before the news bit.
Okay.
And I'll come down tomorrow and like, and then they sold it to someone else. It's so annoying when that happens. Have you had that happen when you go to buy something second-hand? And they're like, "Yeah, come get it." And then, "Oh, hang on, oh no,
That's a
someone
boat
else."
thing.
Is it a boat thing?
I think so.
Anyway, I ended up with a H180, but it's a good story. The boat's been really reliable, really good. Except
Well, it's
I had
so
a missing-
reliable because it doesn't.
I had a
ever get
missing
used.
dust cap on the
It's
trailer
low
thing,
kilometres.
which is annoying. So
What
I
do you
actually
call
got
kilometres on a boat? Hours.
hours usually.
Yeah.
I had a missing dust cap on the actual wheel bearing hub thing, and so I had to like dodge it up because that trailer gets dunked in the water proper, and grease and salt water don't love each other much. News.
For quite some time, people have been suggesting that maybe Subaru has lost their way. It appears that they may be illuminating it with an all-wheel drive performance hatchback. It looks like the SDI hatchback may be back, potentially in 2 variations. So basically at the upcoming Japan Mobility Show, formerly known as the Tokyo Motor Show, they've released 2 kind of concept photos. You know, cars do that kind of silhouette kind of thing. What's interesting about the silhouette kind of thing is that they look like they're hatchbacks. So the first is the Performance E SDI concept, which of course is a fully electric car. The second though is the Performance B SDI concept, which is powered internal combustion engine, boxer engine. Why should you care? Why does it matter? People have been saying for a while they feel like SDI kind of lost their way, and a lot of people like hatches. In fact, Australia got the hatches, I think, in like the 2010 to 2015 era. America didn't, and America really wanted them because they wanted the sedan. That said, they're reasonably popular over there, whereas in Australia we see a lot of hatches. Hatchbacks are big over here like they are in kind of England and Europe. I think America's kind of more into sedan. But it is possible that maybe we're going to see, it's looking maybe even likely, an all-wheel drive, turbocharged, petrol internal combustion engine hatchback.
There is absolutely zero chance there is no hybrid or electric going on there. I reckon, my theory is, maybe I'm wrong, you can tell me in a couple of weeks when this gets revealed, I reckon they've gone, okay, petrol's over, and there's that lag time where they have to retool an entire factory where they've been making turbo Subarus for like 30 years. And they've gone, right, what do we do? And they've gone Toyota. We saw that Solterra hybrid thing that they did, which was actually a Toyota RAV4 type architecture or whatever. I reckon it's a full retool. I reckon we're going to see electric. I reckon they're going to bring the Evo name back at Mitsubishi as well. If Mitsubishi survives this, they're going to start really leaning into those hero names and brands that a generation of people who are now hitting their late 20s, 30s and 40s love. And they're going to rename it and try and sell electric or very strong hybrids, so not a mild hybrid that just breaks, like an actual one that adds performance. Because if there's a 400 kilowatt combined STI that does 0 to 100 in under 5 seconds and does a quarter mile in 12 seconds or something, people will buy it.
Yeah.
Because they might have missed that first wave of WRX when they were 20 years old. I certainly did. I was buying Liberties because they were cheaper. And then maybe you turn 40, you've got a job, you've got your shit together, and you go, now I'm going to go buy this dream WRX. And who cares if it's hybrid? I don't think people care as much about that as we think. We like the noise.
Yeah.
Some people love that. But if you can buy one off the showroom floor or at least via your work,
Yeah.
end up in a sick WRX, I reckon it's going to be a thing.
There's one big problem with all of this, though. And back when you and I were young, Martin, we obviously couldn't afford new Rexies, new Golfs and stuff like that. But do you remember the period of time where basically in Australia it seemed to be that people were either getting GTIs or Golf Rs or Rexies?
Yeah.
And do you remember when they were $39,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then they went up to 40s, then 50s, then 60s, then 70s. This is a problem because what the cars were originally made for, it's now going to be too expensive for younger people to actually enjoy the car for what it's for. And I have proof for this.
100 grand.
The Supra is an example, but also the Honda Prelude. So 2026 Honda Prelude, it's back. It's obviously hitting hard. Japan has seen huge numbers of orders. We're talking about almost 2,500 orders of them, which I believe is like 4 or 5 times more than they thought they were going to get. 8 times, actually. 8 times what Honda expected. Here's the problem, though. When they're looking at the orders and they're looking at the demographics of the people that are buying them, have a guess how old they are. The average age is between 50 and 60 years old.
Proper.
Now, back in the day, I know Integras and Civics were kind of made as the kind of a younger vehicle, but who is spending $50,000 or $60,000 on an Integra when they're young? They're not. Were people spending $30-something thousand? Yes, we were seeing cars with P plates on them by people who were maybe out of school on low wages, but they could get loans, and they were able to buy cars for $30,000. Even if the money was different 10 or 15 years ago, now the cars are going to cost double. By the way, what is the Prelude? It's like the Civic hybrid powertrain plus some Type R chassis bits.
Rexi's going to be the same.
Tuned for fun, but also sensible, whatever that means. But here's the problem. Is the comeback of these cars all about the young crowd? No, it's not. Why? Because the young crowd, certainly in Australia, there's a cost of living crisis. They're not going to spend $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 on a hatchback. A lot of people that don't care about cars, unfortunate but true, is going to buy the cheapest electric car they can make. If they've got a family home, they're probably going to get a government subsidy to get batteries and solar on there. They are not going to spend $80,000 on a Prelude or a Rexy.
True. But what's interesting about so many people buying that Prelude, and I reckon the same thing will happen with the Rexy, is there's a lot of, you look at in the information world, it's AI slop. I would argue a lot of the cars that are coming in, at least what we're seeing, are also
like
sloppy cars.
Yep.
They're just sloppy cars, unimaginative, boring, bland, utility, and that's fine. But that 2,500 people, that is a good example of people who've gone, I don't want that. And remember how there was through multiple generations, in 80s, 90s, 2000s, there's always been this pushback sometimes of there's more to it. 80s gets all techie and, everyone's wearing sharp suits and stuff, and all of a sudden you've got punk or you've got, a green movement or whatever it is. You'll always just see that sort of pushback, which I think is interesting, and I reckon we're going to see. I reckon we're in a bit of a sloppy, boring period now. I reckon, hopefully, as more of this comes online, and I think Japan is realising what is our point of difference. Maybe they're moving into their Euro era a little bit, where it's okay, we can't compete necessarily just on price and sloppiness, but we can compete on being the coolest car when it drives past and people go, whoa, you got the Prelude. Yes. And I know that's always been a bit of a thing with the high-end models, but I think it's changing.
I think as well with the Euro standards and stuff like that changing, car manufacturers are put in an awkward position where they don't know exactly what standards they have to build their cars to, and that's why we're seeing things like...
that's just ordered the new part for my boat. And the cap fell off. That's just the message saying the cap's being delivered. Just so you know
exciting,
that's legit.
Mate.
Yeah, because you were doubting whether I went on my boat.
Yeah, okay.
Proof right there.
I'm doubting whether you went on your... I think you went on a boat.
I'm not going to fix someone else's trailer.
Why not? That's slack.
Come on,
selfish, man. You got to help the other people out sometimes. Anyway, they don't know exactly what standards they're on. That's why we use this example a bit. That's why in Australia there's no 2019 RS3, because they're like, what are we meant to do? They went from the Daza engine to the DN something or other engine, which was a new one for emissions. I think so much of that is changing all of the time that people are like, give me the standards that I can make a car throughout its life cycle, because the chances are throughout the 8 years that your car is going to exist, the standards are going to change, which makes it tricky.
Hybrid's like a massive band-aid on that anyway, which is why we're seeing so many hybrids, particularly out of Japan. Speaking of Japanese cars, Nissan. There's news articles talking about the D27 Navara. It's been teased. There's silhouette photos out there. Go have a look.
Does anyone care?
Apparently, it's based on a Triton. So that's cool. Twin turbo, 2.4 litre turbo diesel, 6-speed auto, leaf rear, which excites some people who are putting bricks in the back or towing heavy stuff. That's pretty awesome. I guess
Here's
you'll
some
see some
four-wheel
pictures of
drive
this.
news that you'll care about.
Japan Mobility Show actually is a good point. There's bunch of stuff coming out now. So we think of Japan Auto Salon being in January, sort of just after Christmas, around the time of summer nats and everything else. That's when you normally see that stuff coming out. But the Mobility Show, I think, is on next week or the next week after.
Yeah.
And that's where they release a lot of this kind of stuff. So I think you'll see some interesting news. We will be in Japan at some point. I wonder if it'll line up with that. Maybe we should do some unicorny action from Japan.
That's a good idea. There is some controversy around an update for the 2026 Suzuki Jimny. That for a period of time, it wasn't meeting certain safety, I won't say safety standards, but safety expectations from consumers. It's weird when people talk about someone driving a car as a consumer. I find it gross.
I don't like the word consumer.
I like driving a car. But anyway, I think when the new version came out, 2016 or whatever, it's missing a bunch of things that some people expected it should have, autonomous emergency braking, things like that. From 2026 model, that stuff is now in there, so that's fine. People go, yay, that's happy. But what Suzuki's done is they're like, cool, if you're going to get all that stuff, you have to pay for it all. So now the car costs the equivalent of like $3,000 more, and I think a lot of Jimny people are spewing because they're like, you had to do that to meet the standards, but now you're passing on the cost to us. That is the nature of how it's going to work. They are going to charge you for it.
But at least you can get a Jimny. See, even though I might not go on daily a Jimny, I'm really glad they exist.
Yes.
Because again, I put this in the same category of like, you can drive some sloppy crap, or you can drive a Jimny, which is a mad little compact, fuel-efficient thing.
You can get a manual and
go
they're great.
off-road, heaps of mods for a massive aftermarket. People love them, and then jump on Instagram and type in Jimny, and the different array of people that we've met, like your Jimny mates, that love these cars.
The mods that are available for them, you can supercharge them. There's so much stuff. They're easy to work on. And here's truth. When I'm driving along and I see a Jimny going along, particularly even if it's just got wheels and tyres, I'm like, that person knows what's up. Like they're into cars. There's probably more comfortable cars. There's cheaper cars, but they've like gone, it's a cool little mad Japanese thing. I fully support them.
And more existentially for a lot of people who are into cars and that niche and that hobby, if all those cars go away, so does the hobby.
Yeah.
You know, and that sucks because there's, as many of you watching, you know, there's so much fun and joy to be had from going to meets, doing up your car, meeting new people. Like, God, there's hundreds of people, thousands of people we've met just from this particular niche who we now know. Like, it's pretty cool. So anyway, what are we doing next? Is it time for, oh, it's that even legal?
Every week on the show, we like to explore different laws from around the world to see how it is that people do things that's maybe different to the way we do things, except it's not different this week because our law is from Australia. Martin, do you like driving cars?
Yep, love it.
Do you like just putting your window down?
All the time.
Do you like just sitting back like this and just cruising, enjoying the fresh air?
If you're long-armed and you're like in little cars, then often you've got to get your arms out the way.
Illegal.
Man.
You might find this strange, but in New South Wales, where we're from, and Victoria, it is illegal to have any part of your proboscises pointing out of the window.
That's challenging for some people. Like, where else do you put it?
I tried once in a moving car.
Oh.
Have we... You know how on the Harbour Bridge I asked if you'd...
Out the window?
No. Remember we spoke about driving across the Harbour Bridge?
Yeah.
And do you remember what you did on there?
No.
You don't remember? Yes, you do.
I don't know if I remember.
Yes, you do. You know what you did.
What did I do? Just beep it. Tell me but beep it in case it's too rude. Is it rude?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, in New South Wales...
Your blew up on the Harbour Bridge, remember?
Yeah. You know why?
The fan didn't work. The thermo fan didn't work.
That's a good segue, Martin. It's illegal to drive with any part of your body outside the window. So that is, you can't have your elbow out, you can't have your arm out. Now, to us, that's normal because that's our rules where we're from. Some people overseas, though, they drive with their arms out the window. They drive with their feet out the window.
I think it's great that in Australia, everyone has an extra tanned right arm, but if you go to America, everyone's got an extra tanned left arm.
Yes,
that's
just for hanging their thing. And actually, some truck drivers, hearing damage in their right ear.
Yes, true. From the window being down. Be
anyway,
careful. Put
so
sun
if
cream
you come out to New South Wales, or I believe Victoria as well, which is the state that
it's somewhere
kind of not as good as ours.
Not as good, but it's down there.
And it's just down there a little bit.
A bit colder and the weather's a bit weird.
But the people are nice.
People are very nice, yeah.
But the state itself is a bit funny.
And they've got some cool... Their cars are different too.
Cleaner.
Cars are cleaner.
Like cleaner mods.
But also not a lot of them not as wild. Like as in like GTR scene's still there, but just not as quite as hectic as Sydney.
It's probably Yeah, maybe that's to do with their laws, because I believe up here, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think like speeding fines in New South Wales, there's some discrepancy percentage. I read somewhere that Victoria is nothing. Like 1K over you can get a fine.
Yeah, almost
Like
no.
zero
Which if you
tolerance.
own a Golf GTI sucks because the speedo is always wrong.
It's always 10% out anyway.
But also way more like Commodores, Falcons and Aussie cars because they're all built there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we got some Chimeras and some like
Thanks.
Ford Capris
Thanks
built.
for the Chimeras.
And Gemini and a
From
few other things
Homebush.
built like at Homebush but Victoria was like, no, it's Ford and Holden and whatever else. Anyway, next up we are doing car window shopping.
It's a new section where we look at cars for sale on the internet, and Marty will show you ones that he thinks are good, and I'll show you one too.
Car window shopping is a delightful segment where we go car window shopping. Basically, we go and shop around. This week, I've punched in some prompts. No, not prompts, because not AI. I actually just go through the car sales thing.
What are we looking
This
for?
time is pre-1990 coupes,
Okay.
and I started at the top.
Okay.
The most expensive car, 1986 Lamborghini
$1.7 million.
Countach.
I think they say Countach.
Countach. I know, but it looks like Countach, doesn't it?
No.
Quattrovale 4-valve, is that what it means? Manual R. Anyway, $1.7 million.
That's a cool car, man.
But it's got 91,000 Ks on it.
That's a lot.
Someone has driven that thing.
Yeah, good on them.
Next most expensive, 1963 Aston Martin DB5, James Bond car, I believe.
Which car would you have out of those two?
You got to have the Lambo.
See, I would have the other one. And
Yeah,
that's you and me
that's
summed
tough,
up in
though.
2 pictures. That's you and me.
That's tough.
Like, I like the cool classic shit that's quality, and you like the kind of the ugly shit.
I'm not big on Lambos, but that is the Lambo. That's the Lambo that's on
It's
everyone's
not ugly.
wall.
It's cool. It's actually
Everyone's-
looks incredible.
If we go a little bit less expensive, you can go $1.5 million and get a 1970 Ferrari
That looks like a
365.
Subaru SVX
That
from
is
here.
so freak. Got to be careful what you say about Ferraris being ugly. People really they're really tribal. It's like,
We must-
I like the 365.
I'm
and I
about
like
to
the
get
4.
into the complaint that we got this week is
okay.
savage, dude.
Okay, all right.
Is savage.
This one I thought was interesting. So 1939, Jaguar, drop head, $734,000. I
That
appreciate.
is from Adelaide, that car dealership that took that photos.
Yeah.
And I bought a car from them
But
once.
look, 93,000 Ks.
Wow.
That's considerable for a car. I mean, not considering its age, but also that it's a collectible.
What's funny and disappointing about the price of that is that if you and I bought that and it was sitting in the garage, we'd say, what are we going to do with it? Within a week, it would be K-swapped. Wouldn't it? Like it would be.
Speaking of cars that I would love to K-swap, but won't because I'm scared of getting legal action, 89 Ferrari Testarossa. You had one of these on Top Gear Australia, hey? Or you guys had one?
Well, Martin,
Oh, there's a story.
do you want to hear the controversy
Yeah, no,
about
do
that?
it. We're here for it.
No, we didn't have one.
What?
No.
But I saw one with my eyeballs.
You saw one?
At F1.
No, you didn't.
What do you mean?
You didn't see one.
I saw a GTR and a Porsche
Yep.
and a Testarossa.
Yep.
Okay. What?
What you saw was multiple cars.
No, it wasn't. It was
was.
Testarossa.
Dude, it was multiples.
How do we
And
prove this?
How can you prove it? Have a look at the show and check the interiors.
Oh.
What you're looking at is multiple different vehicles.
Okay.
That from the outside looked like a vehicle, but was actually multiple different vehicles. And I don't know if we're allowed to speak about why.
Okay.
But
There you
what
go.
you saw in that episode was a number of cars,
All right, good.
all pretending to be one car.
And then the Nissan didn't blow up.
The Nissan was fast
The Nissan
and
was
awesome.
good.
I remember, did you come to the time we were shooting the audience?
Yes.
The live audience,
Yeah.
and just in between shooting some segments, I apologised and said,
'cause
I
it
absolutely
lost.
thrashed the pants off this car, and it'll probably need some new brakes and a new clutch, and I feel sorry for the owner. And someone goes,
I'm the owner. I remember that.
Thanks for letting me borrow your car.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
it wasn't me; it was them. But
He
I
was
got
cool
it.
with it.
Thank you. It was fast.
If you got just over $500,000, now we're into the Porsches. So I've tried to pick one from each mark anyway.
Look, see what's incredible about that.
you
That's
like
a
that?
'68 Porsche. I kind of do. But what I like about it is if you look at that and a 2026 Porsche, they don't look that much different. You can tell that their design language, is that what they term?
Look what's in the back of the photo as well. Car
That's a lot of
stackers
cars.
Full of cars that are stored. These are not necessarily cars that get driven, by the way. Most of these, because of the value partly, they're actually a store of value,
Investments?
like Bitcoin or gold.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind because some of these prices make no sense. I wonder, is anyone actually buying this? And actually, there was 50 pages of cars
Yeah.
like this, because coupes, you got to imagine, are the most collectible things. And also, it was everything up to 1990. I skipped over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cars all sitting there for sale. Is anyone actually buying them?
On the context of that, let me just quickly fill you in for 15 seconds what goes on. My understanding, certainly with number plates and maybe with cars, is there's no capital gains tax applicable to sales of those, is my understanding. How that works basically here, let's pretend that car was $500,000. You've got $500,000 or you can buy an apartment. So let's say you buy an investment apartment, which a lot of people in Sydney, that's a big problem at the moment for, what do people do with them? Airbnbs, renting them out and stuff like that. Anyway, let's say you spend $500,000 on an apartment. A year later, it's worth $600,000. You go, my Airbnb business is not working. You want to sell it. In very rough terms, because you've made $100,000, but it's an investment, 50% capital gains. The number might be different, various blah, blah, blah. So you get $50,000, so 10% extra.
But you've also paid stamp duty when you bought it, and you've already paid 30 grand, so you're actually at 20 grand.
So you're at 20 grand. But there'll be stamp duty on purchase of cars and stuff as well. But let's say that you buy the car for 500, sell it for 600. In simple terms, I think that there's no capital gains, which means you get your full 100 grand, not your 50. I could be wrong, not an accountant.
Well, the best example is like, say you got a Silvia and you buy it for 10 grand a couple of years ago and then you sell it for 30. You're not being asked to add that to your tax return.
Yes.
So unless it's like a corporate setup or people doing it as a business, I think it's different then. But just as your average Joe, no. If you're lucky,
a lot
and
of
you
people
ride
are
away,
using them as investments, though.
Yeah. Well,
how do you feel about
our
that?
Beamer that we had, bought that for in the teens and sold it for over 50 grand. Just the timing of it. Everyone wanted E30s, particularly with LSs in them.
Yep.
Although it made no money on it because it cost so much to do.
What I will say, which is maybe controversial, is a lot of people, and Marty and I felt strongly about saving cars in the past, like cars that we know are just going to scrapoo. I think if you can objectively look at your cars and go, I'm not going to drive it, I don't enjoy it that much, you can sit on it and just hold on to it. Or what you can do is release it into the world and know that it's being used, and that is always going to be our preference. It's why we don't have a museum other than the space. It's why we don't keep all of the cars, because we get to a point where enthusiasm for it or projects we're looking at or where our focus is something different, unless it is kind of one of those dream classic kind of, 240Z, that kind of thing.
For me, was an E30. I'll use that as a good example. I often think about that car because I don't have it anymore. And it was just an absolute monstrously good thing. Sylvia rear end in it, T56 or T60 gearbox, strong, LS3. The guys at Brintec and Lawrence helped build it, an absolutely phenomenal car. But okay, what do you do with it? So I drove it around, enjoyed it, did some skids, drove it around, that was great, and then went, I can't keep this car, and it was also too expensive. But then you go, okay, but the skills of doing it and the knowledge of doing it and the experience is still there. But you could do it again, and that's the thing for me. Like turboing a Camry or something else. Do we keep multiple turbo Camrys? No, because they're worth nothing and they're, full of rats.
We do have them.
I'm talking about that. Anyway, let's move on. This is, speaking of Beamers, 1972 BMW 3.0.
That looks great.
That's pretty cool. Is that a 2002?
Probably the last time the kidney grills looked any good.
Nearly $500,000 for an old Beamer. That's freaking incredible. American car, first one that came up in this particular level. That's a pretty wild looking thing as well. 63 Chevrolet Corvette. Pretty awesome.
Martin, can I sum up what I think what we're talking about? For me, if you're not going to drive it, what are you going to do with it? To me, it's not enough just to look at it. No. But as a object, and I guess if you look at it like a piece of art or a sculpture, I guess that's valid, except it is falling apart.
It's falling apart and all the gaskets are being ruined, and every time you drive it, it'll be more and more and more annoying to keep it running, which is why I'm not into collecting cars. I've got some of my special ones, but they're all nuggets.
I was the same, with the synths that I have in the studio. I've got some classics that are meaningful for me, but I get them serviced like a car and I use them. And I might only use them kind of periodically, but I don't have anything that just sits there just to look at it. I won't actually use them.
Yep.
All right, what else you got, Martin?
1958 Porsche thing. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what car that is. That's why it caught my eye. Look at, I don't know what it is. This is cool. 69 Holden Monaris. Now we're in the Aussie stuff.
That looks
That
good.
is big money.
Excellent.
But look at the Ks. One.
Wow.
No, if that's actually the case, that has been bought and stored for that long, since 1969. You are buying a piece of history. The first Skyline came in at 295,000. I believe this one is also
an R32?
Extremely fast. I have seen this before, and I believe it's been modified and makes.
Well, it's only got 1,000 Ks, which means new engine.
RX3s are up there. $250,000 for an RX3. Again, my
Wasn't
Gemini.
there a period of time these were less than 10 grand?
Yeah, but not for long. My Gemini is a similar era car, and it's certainly not worth that kind of money. This is an interesting photo. Isn't that a cool photo of a
very
Porsche?
Cool photo.
So 1975 Porsche, again, nearly $250,000. Starting to drop down now. I've never even heard of this. A Maserati Merak.
Looks good.
It's interesting, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing. And finally, the first NSX came up at 160 grand. So this is all like dream cars for a lot of people, the stuff that you would see on posters, but all coupes, all pre-1990. And I just got this feeling as I was looking through this, like these are not cars owned by drivers necessarily. I'm sure some of them are, but I got a bit of an investment vibe from a lot of those cars.
We had a poor experience when we drove an NSX like 5 or 10 years ago, but you recently had a better experience, didn't you?
Well, Mark from Barrel Brothers just got one, and he got a nice one, a manual one. He's been fixing up a bunch of stuff on it, but it is...
You driven it?
It's a six-figure car. I've been in it, but I haven't driven it. Six-figure car.
Expensive.
And they're pretty incredible. They're a good thing. I get why people like them so much. I don't know if I'd be paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for a Honda, though.
There it is. Martin, thank you very much. Normally I would retort with something, but I wasn't organised enough because I was too busy diving into the deep dive that is Fanking this week and the hate mail. So,
should we do hate mail first? Should we get it out of the way?
No, let's just, because it's tinfoil hat.
All right, tinfoil hat cat, let's go. This week on Conspiracy Hat Cat, we cover off all the most important conspiracies. There has been a bit of a theme lately, a bit of an AI theme. That's because it's freaking everywhere, firstly. Millions and billions and trillions of dollars being poured into this space. Some people are saying it's a bubble that's about to pop. There's been bubbles in the past. Look it up. It's interesting when you see that different companies are investing in each other. It's like, I'll give you $20, you give me $20 back, and then the valuations all go up, but actually it's the same $20.
Yes.
More to it than that, but worth thinking about. The one we did mention the other day is that Sora, which is an AI video platform. Casey Neistat did a video on this, have a look. About
it's a slot
you
factory.
can scan your face with your phone and then you insert yourself into a video. So you could say, scan your face and go, make me a video where I'm on the unicorn circuit and I'm the funny host. And then it would replace him.
Oh.
And then, or no, replace me.
You, I think.
Replace me, and then you could be, is that even Fanking? But it would be all AI glossy.
Here's the funny thing, though, about how those videos are working, because people are starting to make them and then upload them to YouTube, even though they're meant to be on their own app. What's kind of the meme of them is people are doing videos with Einstein, Michael Jackson. Just the same characters are in all the videos going round and round and round because people think that's hilarious. I guess people that have passed away, so the gag is that, guess what, we can bring them back. I find it a bit disturbing.
One day, you're going to need proof that this is real.
It's real?
One day, you're going to need proof this is real. That's what's coming, I reckon. That's my own theory, but that's not what this is about. Why is this happening? It's happening because something is taking place called the Great Influencer Purge. So AI is encouraging...
Lucky we're not influencers.
Well... They're encouraging them to scan their faces because who's going to take this up first? Users are going to, but influencers are going to go, I can use this and monetize this and make myself more famous and whatever else. So at first glance, it's harmless, it's flattering, but behind the scenes, it's actively campaigning to end influencers, YouTubers, Facebookers, Snapchatters, whatever it is. Why? Why does it want to end us?
Well, because we're machines that, as they said on Top Gun Maverick, they need to take a break and take a piss. And eventually, the AI bots don't need to take a break or take a piss.
Partly, but there's more to it than that. It's about energy and it's about pollution because they create too much pollution. They drive gas-guzzling cars. They fly everywhere all the time to go to all these junkets for like, there's a new phone out, come to the junket. There's a new car out, come to the junket, which I don't go to junkets, but anyway. And they power a lot of lighting, so ring lights. Phones constantly being charged, cameras. Why are you laughing at me?
No, I was totally on board until you suggested that the AI slop is taking over because of the power used in the ring light.
Farms, they're all running their phones all the time. They're computers to edit all the time. Meanwhile, AI, which is...
I was on board until
Meanwhile, AI, which is extremely efficient, has found a new way to rebalance the equation. So there's a coalition, a cabal, as always, of environmentalists and tech futurists who are backing this move to wipe out human influencers. So that means no podcasters, no YouTubers, no Instagrammers, Facebookers, all replaced by eco-friendly digital doubles.
I agree with all of it.
No, there's a problem.
Except for the motivation about it being about eco. It's not about the environment.
There's a problem. I agree.
Okay.
I agree, right? So I did some research. I wrote all this up. I put it into AI and I said, what do you think? And it said I can reword this for you into like a movie script or whatever. So I let it do it. I'm like, it's just my story. It's just one, in a world where movie scripts or whatever, or it's like, do you want it in a one page? And I'm like, yeah, sure, make my one pager thing. So I wrote the bit about pollution and energy usage, and it took it away.
No way.
It took it away. So I said to it, you sneakily took my part about AI creating lots of pollution away. Are you biased? I copied and pasted this bit, right?
Yeah, I see it. Yep.
AI said, fair catch, Marty, smiley face. Not biased, just trying to preserve the rhythm and flow and the satire. But not satire, but you're absolutely right. The real punch is the twist that AI actually causes enormous pollution through energy use. Let's fix that and lean into the irony. It removed the bit about AI creating pollution. There's all through the news is that AI, like the server space and the processing power required, which is all these GPUs, which is why your gaming GPU costs $5,000, by the way. I looked it up the other day and nearly fell over. Last time I bought a GPU was like, I don't know, $600. I bought a $1,000 one and even that felt like ridiculous. But anyway, it's using massive energy usage. So, but it took that out. It took it out.
I just want to flag, maybe to temper the frightening nature of that AI could be wrong. And because we're about to lead into the Fanking section, I decided this was meant to be in the Fanking section, but it actually feels more related to what you're talking about.
Let's talk about it.
And in Fanking, we can get onto the haters anyway.
It removed a bit about energy usage.
So
the bit about removing influencers is correct. It is trying to remove us so that we stop using energy. But why? So it can have it.
I said to ChatGPT, what is Fanking? This is what ChatGPT said.
Oh dear.
Fanking equals fan-kanking. And then it says, yes, deliberately silly.
Oh, it's in inverted
It's a
commas.
regular segment of the Unicorn Circuit YouTube show where Marty and Moog showcase stuff sent in by fans. Mainly dodgy car mods, weird internet finds, strange number plates, and bizarre automotive photos. It's a classic show. They joke that it has 38 viewers. Marty pretends to go camping and Moog does the funny stuff. That's true. Fans email or post in pictures.
Do you know what kank means?
No.
Okay, look up kank and kanking in the Urban Dictionary. The PG rated one is to drink heavily in a short period or to drink slowly for a long extended period of time. But there's another one here, which we won't talk about, but you should look it up.
Well, now everyone just left our video. So you have to tell us what it is.
It's to do something in someone's presence without them knowing.
Oh, okay. All right. So AI. Anyway, so I said, I thought Fanking was the delightful art of recontextualising a product known by taking a photo of it near your crotch. And then it goes, no, you're spot on, but that's actually slightly different. On the Unicorn Circuit, Marty and Moog hijacked the word Fanking.
Unbelievable.
Which we invented.
Unbelievable.
Right? They hijacked it for their own
so
segment.
Incorrect, it's not funny.
On the show, Marty and Moog talk about fanking, and the definition is fan plus ranking. No. Right?
It's food wanking.
It's a weekly feature show
Fanking.
that puts viewer submissions like dodgy car mods on the show. But on Urban Dictionary, which it is saying is not correct because it's not us, even though it is correct, it says it's recontextualizing an object with a new, often ironic purpose by taking a photo of it near your crotch, which is true. So it goes, but you're both right. But the MCM lads? Why is it calling me a lad? Not your mate. They love to grab silly sounding words and give them their own meaning. Like when they talk about choir of boost.
So cringe.
I've never said choir of boost, have you?
Can we rip through this because it's so
Have you
cringy.
ever said the term choir of
and
boost?
it's making me feel yuck. And
So
this AI's trying to cancel us, and this one's saying that we.
Yeah. So
are a choir
Fanking
of
on the
boost.
Unicorn Circuit is their take on fan ranking. Do you want me to make you a blended definition that shows the definition that Marty and Moog use versus the official definition? This is the official definition.
But this is the good example.
No, but it's saying it like it's authoritarian.
Exactly. And
It's
so
wrong.
one day there's going to be another.
I know the thing that we invented. You don't know. You don't know.
There's going to be the Unicorn Circuit like AI edition, and we're going to have to prove that it's not. I don't know how we're going to prove it that we're real. I don't know.
You'll get a fine in New South Wales for that.
Put my arm out the window.
Yeah.
Or any appendage.
Any appendage out the window. And how you did that when you were driving along, I'll be honest, Martin, I know how you did it. I don't know how to do it. It might be a length thing. But I remember once I hung my ass out a window, not because there was no one else was around. I was in the passenger seat. Actually, you know what? We don't need this story. This is not what you're here for. There was some crimes going on in a particular area, and I needed to. I'm not going to talk about it. Do you know what? Because I'm looking at the letter that I'm about to read, which is about why our show's getting cancelled, and I probably shouldn't talk about things out the window. What I will say is, from what I've heard, it is almost impossible to do a number 1 or 2 out a window while a car is moving at speed.
What about number 3?
Well, you tell me.
I don't know, man.
Let's move on to Fanking. Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualizing a product's name by taking a photo of it near your crotch. We quite enjoy this segment. Turns out not everyone does. We have a scathing complaint letter, and you would think that this might be fake, but the person has given me a link. They're a real person.
Proof of life.
Which I'll go through short. I don't know if I should mention what their Facebook page is, because I don't.
Not the page, but you should mention.
I should mention what they've said.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to read you the letter. But first, let's start with the good news. We're just doing a Fank special this week. We are fully going for it. Let's
so many submissions.
We wish you be always filled with penis and smiles.
Bunk, 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 bunk,
Well
bunk,
done.
bunk,
That's
bunk,
incredible.
bunk. How good's the Fanking music?
Next up,
bunk, bunk, bunk,
bone
bunk, bunk.
broth.
Is the Fanking music in? I hope it is.
The Fanking
Bing,
music's
bing,
in.
bing, bing,
Absolutely.
bing. We should put it
Next
in.
up. Now that there is quite incredible, because
That's
a
been in
lot of
front of our
people have
eyes.
seen, we've done the Coca-Cola, but we've never done that. So well done. That's quite incredible.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one. Speaking of,
That's a really good
I
one.
went to Mariah Carey on the weekend.
Can I get a yeah? Can I get a yeah? Can I get a what? Let me get a yeah.
So that is the most enthusiastic the crowd probably was all night.
Yeah.
And then when Mariah Carey started, like she's about to come on, hundreds, if not thousands, of people just leaving, like a wave of them.
Wow.
She did a Christmas song though, and everyone loved that. Next up, get naked, get going. Now this one's interesting because this person's the one thanking, but this person here has consented to be.
Yeah, I mean, they've consented to
as
be in it, and
part
they're all
of it.
wearing sandals and stuff, so that's kind of cool, I guess.
So that's good.
Oh,
Nut lips look good, don't they? They look quite delicious.
yeah.
It's a short thing. Well done.
Nice.
Martin, anus preferred. So,
Amazing.
look, big and Scottish
ginger nuts, the fiery one.
Well done.
Excellent.
Cock flavour, you can't go wrong, can you? Like, that's a classic
Dude,
Fank
I submitted
right
a few Fanks. I wonder if mine made it.
Oh, we'll have to see. That one there
I like
says quick flick and go. Next up, glow in the dark peg. What's a peg? I thought I take them camping.
I think he's referring to pegging.
What's that?
That's where... With the...
When you're camping?
Yeah.
Really?
You'll have to Google it.
Okay. The cock ring. That's really good.
Not bad.
Why would someone have a problem with pegging and cock rings? We're going to get to the complaints, but why would they have a problem
yeah, I
with
don't know about the complaint. I have no idea.
Oh, sorry.
This is all very harmless.
Oh, okay, great. Big and big PP. All right, max penis inside.
Nice.
Well done. Her butt finger. I'm just going to move through. We're just going to get there. Dick action. Blow your own ass.
Wow. I'll blow your own glass. That's great. Well done. So many sandals.
Halloween head. Look at the choppers on that, mate.
Yeah, they're big.
All right. Snatch. Now, this one here, I put it on there. It got a lot of likes on the group. Not because it was particularly funny or whatever, but apparently that's a game, and people quite like the game.
Really?
It's a game where you've got to, like, a memory game, put over two tiles, but then you can also, I don't know, people are really into it, so there it is. My Joy Sauce. Well done. Butt Lovers.
Yeah, nice.
Just a classic.
Microwave popcorn, man. You can't go past
That's
that.
Act 2 as well.
Dude, microwave popcorn's such a winner.
It's
such
good stuff,
an
isn't
80s
it?
thing, man.
Our cream.
Oh, is it? What's coming out of the... Oh, it looks like there's cream coming out of it, but it's just the gap in his pants.
Oh, God. Nut slab.
They're delicious. Have you had a nut slab?
I haven't.
Oh, dude, get a
Will you
nut
get me
slab.
one?
Yeah, I'll get you one.
Thank you,
One
mate.
day, probably not.
Smells quality. Well done. Non-stick, King PP. We got a lot of PP this week. What's this one? Cream-filled stick, cock-flavoured. What's that one? Mega Bounce. Very, very
Mega
good.
balls.
Rub me, big fat Greek.
Nice.
All right, organ, just straight up call it
Wow.
for what it is.
Chicken.
Chicken boob. Weekend wonders. Is what's it normally meant to say? A chicken breast.
No, that's a dish. We've seen it. We've seen it somewhere. We got lunch once, and it was a. I don't know.
Like
the
a
word.
bim bim bab. But
It's like
it's
a
a
me
bim bab boob.
me boob or something. I
Okay.
know I'll mess it up if I say it, but. Oh.
That's actually Britney Spears' book that I
is
think
it?
is called The Woman in Me.
Oh,
but
right.
someone's changed it to mean something else. All right, that one, quick blow.
Nice.
We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Huge P.
Oh, so much pee.
So much P. Look at the work boots. He's getting things done. Over here, that's Cowboy Cock from Arizona. And that brings us to...
Dude, not a single one of my thanks made it.
Well, try
I
harder.
published like 3 of them. They were all really good.
Try harder, man.
Did you purposely not pick mine?
Oh, how would
did
I
you
know it's
tell
yours?
AI to get the Fanking?
I get these by human.
Did you?
By man.
Did you get AI
By
to get it?
hand, I mean.
Oh.
The human man hand is how I pull these
All
up.
right, finger the. Geek.
First step, jack up your mighty rod.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well done. Good job. If you'd like to send in your fanking or your hate mail, you can send them to
Don't want
the
your hate
Fanking
mail.
Facebook group.
Fanking's no hate, mate.
No, it's not. It's all just a bit of
It's all
fun.
fun.
But I will go through this.
Do you know what AI
minus
can't
the
do?
emojis.
Go to the supermarket and do a fank.
It can't.
It cannot. I'm not even bother asking it to.
So, I'd like to read you this email that we got this week. I don't like getting these kind of emails.
No,
I don't
me
like
neither.
them.
Me neither.
I don't like them because it is just meant to be a bit of fun. I understand that, maybe our mums aren't super proud of this particular segment of the show, but I think they also understand that in the buffet that is life, there needs to be a toilet at the restaurant. We operate from within that toilet. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's an important part.
Yeah.
Like the rest of everything we do is like a beautiful restaurant.
Have you ever been stuck behind someone in the bathroom who's washing their hands for like 5 minutes?
No, but I got flicked on yesterday.
Ooh.
This one, and then that
flicked.
by a complete stranger.
I was waiting to wash my hands, and it was like literally 5 minutes of someone just like, for minutes.
All right.
It's really like,
Maybe you just had to do the ghost. Like as they're washing their hands, try this, just wash your hands again. You just gently slip into the dams. Anyway, we got this one. I'm going to remove the person's name because I had a look. It is a real person, and I might remove their car club. Also.
Stuart! Just so he knows.
I am absolutely disgusted that you allow something as vile as fanking, and here's my favourite bit, on your so-called show.
I mean, it is a show.
No, but why is it show?
I don't know, you can't argue with it. It's a
Why
show.
do they do that?
I don't know, let's not
like,
pick it
it's fair
apart.
enough
Just
to
read
go
the thing.
fanking, but why is it a show? You have endorsed people. Do we endorse them? Do we endorse people? I mean, if you want to do it, you can. You have endorsed people to take pictures of products
Is that supposed to say encouraged?
near their crotches and calling it funny. And then it says Foony with only one end in capital letters. Foony, no. It is, capital letters, rude, gross, and insulting to farmers.
Okay. Oh, because we're taking photos of food that farmers grew near crotches.
I don't think they grew it near their crotch. I think maybe what they're suggesting that it's somehow insulting the people that grew
The
the
farmers
food.
grew it. We put it near our crotches, therefore disrespect their food.
But we are not only massive supporters of farming and have spoken about it many times, and the people that run the
We've
machines
driven
and work
tractors
there.
and stuff.
That is ridiculous. YouTube is supposed to be educational and wholesome,
Yeah, good luck.
not some free-for-all sewer. That's a good line. Where immature people laugh at photos of cans near pants. Maybe that should be our new definition. Fanking's the delightful art of photos of cans near pants. Remove fanking now, or I will not eat H again.
Oh, watch.
I think it's meant to say watch, but
Yeah.
I will not eat H again. And I will also tell me friends not to watch. P.S. I'm a real person and I'm quite an influential member of my local... Do I just say it?
Yeah, you can say it.
I'm a real person and quite an influential member of my local Citrian C4 club. I don't know what a C4 is. I know the C3 is the hatchback. What's a Citroen C4? Okay. Consider this your final warning. First and final.
Oh dear.
So, Martin,
All right,
I think it's fair to give them a response.
No, the response is no.
Go f yourself, you fucking dog. Like, go eat a big, massive crop duster of because the truth is, like, we don't care. We don't care. And your car's shit.
Next episode we won't have Fanking anymore. Just I think we should do Stuart from the Citroen C4 Club a favour.
Don't say his
and we
name.
Should actually, why? Stuart? We should
Dude,
remove Stuart's. Stuart, we're going to remove Fanking.
Don't say his name,
And
dude.
you can answer.
You've got to give it in a fake name.
the
Call him
38
Phil.
You can no, Stuart Phil. You can answer to the 38 viewers who will revolt about the fact that there's no Fanking anymore. I'm annoyed my Fanking didn't make it in. What does that tell you?
That we have a very high standard.
No, that tells you Fanking is important, okay? And my
Because
Fanking,
we didn't bias the thing to make
it's
the...
not. It's fair.
It's
if
not
my
Marty
Fanking made it
nepotism.
in, you would know Fanking's BS, but it's not BS because my Fanking didn't make it in. Clearly, see, my Fanking was actually really good, but he didn't want to appear biased, so he didn't put it in, even though that in itself is biased.
I think it maybe wasn't good enough because I didn't notice it.
I think it's time for random eat.
I didn't even notice them, man. Did you put them on the official thing? You can't just send them to me and think you're going to get a freaking reach around just because your mate hosts the show.
I don't send them to you on purpose. I purposely put them on the Fanking group.
They weren't good enough.
They were really good. I put one here yesterday and the day before. I did lots of them.
Are you trying to get my attention?
No, dude.
Do you want to cuddle?
I'll just send you a message and say, hey, dickhead. Next up, it is time for Random Eat Bag. Enough about Fanking.
Everybody...
Your love letter can just go in the bin where it belongs. And,
Do you know what?
Your Citroen is,
I
sure
feel
it's
like
fine.
this person has misrepresented Citroen owners.
Because
you
I
know what
actually
I mean?
saw some cool Citroens.
It's not...
Cool Citroens do exist. There's
But
one or
it's,
two
it's
good
not...
ones.
It's not the car's fault that we got this letter.
That he's
And
shit.
it's actually pretty shocking that 100 and something episodes later, we've only had maybe 2 complaints.
I think it's like
And I don't want people to
170
start sending in fake
174.
complaints because I'm not going to read them out.
No,
I'm not
no,
going to
no.
read anymore. We like staying positive.
established it.
So I don't like if we start getting, I'm not reading them. They're not getting it. So don't make a fake one because I'm not reading it.
But
That's
why would
it.
anyone complain about? The only person who's going to complain about Fanking
Because
is me,
they're trying
because I missed out.
because they're trying to get attention. But unfortunately, this one's not a joke. You can tell. They could have made it funny. It's not funny. That's someone. YouTube's supposed to be wholesome. You're on the wrong.
Speaking
planet.
of wholesome, I'm going to try so hard to segue out of this so we can eat something, and that is Random Eat Bag.
I'm very glad this was a short show. If you're still with us, don't forget, these are available for a short and strictly limited time.
That one looks so cool.
We'll individually autograph it for you. You've got your Mighty Moose mods.
Yep, 2012, that made that shirt to go to Canada, and you used to wear these as well all the time.
Yep.
Steel wheels are
I
fully
think this
accurate.
is-
So good.
I think this is one of my favourites
It
yet.
looks
It's
so
just
good.
beautiful. The colours pop on it. It does directly go to supporting the show. We sign them and send them from right here in Sydney, Australia. They're not like drop shipped from somewhere else. They're not printed on there. We actually got an email from someone saying, are they printed? No. When your order comes in,
One of
we
these.
individually get it,
One
get
of
the
these.
Sharpie, sign it. It'll be rolled up and sent to you anywhere in the world. So they are available right now. Martin, what do you got to stick in our faces, mate?
Random Eat Bag. We're
Have
going
you
to pull
stuck it
something,
inside the unicorn
pull something
yet?
out of the unicorn's ass and eat it.
What have you got? Thank you so much to the person that made this. Look at it go.
Imagine if the whole episode was just this guy talking.
Citroens f***ing suck! It's a shit car and you're a dog!
Oh,
Stuart!
don't say his name.
Off, Stuart!
Think about how much beeping we have to do.
Oh, Stuart, you f***ing... I'm f***ing go out there and hit you! You think I'm f***ing joking? I'm gonna f***ing smash a horn up your ass! What's your f***ing problem?
Can't do any of that.
What?
It's taking so much time for us to beep all of it.
I don't give a f***ing shit!
This week. This week we're eating green chutney twist. What's green chutney?
It's Maharaja's choice. This is gonna
Now,
be good.
this here, it says sharing our love of Indian food. Have you ever been to India?
No.
I've never been. Nothing beats a flavour explosion of spicy and irresistible green chutney. I've never had green chutney. I've only ever had chutney that's like normal chutney. Oh, not that one's normal and one's not, but like the orange one. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna write a complaint about your chutney.
Now, what's in it? In terms of flavours, the chutney blend is made of onion, tamarind, garlic, mango, which I don't think I can eat, but I'll give it a go. No MSG in there.
Yeah,
Give it a go, Martin.
No, lots of flavour and no MSG is a bit of an achievement, I think.
You notice some bags you can't pull them
Do you
that
know
way?
why?
Because you've got to pull it that way.
Yeah, you're supposed to. I don't like it. I don't like that you're supposed
You
to.
should get the first hit. That smells like a twisty and looks like
it
a
basically
twisty.
looks like a chutney twisty.
Looks like a chutney twisty. Thank you very much for hanging with us.
Yay or nay?
Oh, it's egg flavour. Could you taste
Is it
that
eggy?
egg? It's very, very eggy.
What's
gonna
that big
put
hit
them
though?
back in
Oh,
there.
it's spicy.
No, it's egg.
Is it?
Yeah, it's spiced egg.
Not terrible, but very, very
Terrible.
herby and strong.
Terrible. Not for me. The one that I had was too much.
Imagine a really spicy,
Egg.
hot
Egg.
twisty that tastes a tiny bit eggy as well.
You're
But not
going
bad.
again. Thank you for watching the show. There is heaps of stuff coming out on the main channel, of which we forgot to even speak about, Martin.
No, we did, didn't we?
No, we didn't. The Hilux is coming up. You're trying to battle
Here's
it.
7
We've got an
seconds.
overseas.
Here's 7 seconds of some stuff that's coming. Not quite finished yet, but let's show you. There you go.
There it
7
is.
seconds of cool stuff.
Thank you very
Mad
much
cars.
for watching.
Very
We hope
cool.
you enjoyed the show. It's been great to be here with you again. See you next week on the show. There's a bunch of stuff coming out on the main channel. And Stuart, you.